Hey, good morning, guys. So it is, let's see what time it is. It's, whatever. It's 5:15. Okay, so sun's still down. I've been up for about an hour, just getting my day started. Have my coffee. Listened to a podcast already this morning. I'm fixing to get ready to work, but I wanted to jump on real quick and just kind of share some thoughts I had um, today, and just in general. I had this thought a while back. It was about voice, and I just want to share just a few minutes with all the craziness and stuff going on in the world today and society. Election coming up. There's a lot of division. There's a lot of different thoughts, um, all the way from the NFL, the NBA, all the way to the presidential election, to rights, to whether or not we should and should not wear a mask, or our rights being taken from us. There's so many different sides that we can choose, um, and I think there's a big problem with choosing sides, uh, especially sides that in the long run don't matter. We get so caught up in what position we want to play or what position we want to take, and in the long run, in the ultimate scheme of life, these decisions that we focus on don't matter. They're just an illusion. There's just something that in the long run they all wash out. And we spend so much time and we spend so much of our passion and so much on our purpose picking a side or justifying what we feel. And it's a lot of wasted energy. And I'm not taking away from any of the movements. I'm not taking away of how important they are. And I do believe that we're in a place that we have to reevaluate. We have to look at ourselves as a nation, and we have to look at ourselves as a people and say, hey, have we messed things up? Have we let the culture go too far? Have we turned a blind eye to certain things for so long? I'm not saying that we don't need to look at those things, but what I'm saying is sometimes we waste so much energy and so much of our passion and just trying to pick a side instead of doing what's right, instead of doing what we know or what we feel is right. Um, and standing up and making hard decisions and bending, right? I see a lot of people bending. They 5 years ago, or 3 months ago, they say one thing, and now 3 months later they say another. You can't do that, right? Like, make a decision and stand. Make a decision and stand. I'm not saying that your opinion and your thoughts can't change, because I know, and I'm a Christian, and I've been serving Jesus for 20 years. And the Christian, when I was 2 years old in the Lord, the man I was is different than the man I am today. Now, the fact of the matter is, I'm still a Christian, but my thoughts, my views on things, they have changed. My love for the Lord and my search for truth has not. But that search, that's exactly what it is. It's a search. You constantly have to look. You constantly have to say, how does my thoughts line up with what I believe? Like, how do my actions line up to what I believe? And so what I'm saying is we can't take what we know is true, or we believe is true, and all of a sudden see all these things around us and say, okay, well, how do I fit what I believe is true into this box? Um, you can't fit what you believe in somebody else's box, right? It doesn't fit. It's not your box. And we have to take what we believe and stand firm. And more important than anything else is standing firm, I think, in these times, right? I told my daughter, um, who's 17 years old, I tell all my kids, you have to stand up for what you believe in. And sometimes it may not be something that, you know, is that important. But you need to. I tell them you can't bend, because if you bend now on the small important things sometimes, then what's going to happen when the big things come? You see, so many people think that they can stand for what they believe in, but they've never been tested because they always fit the status quo, and their life is good, and nothing ever comes of, everything kind of goes their way. In reality, nothing went their way; they just went someone else's way, and they didn't buck any systems. And then all of a sudden, when the stuff is about to hit the fan and they have to buck a system, they don't know how to stand. They have no legs. They have no strength. They have no foundation, and they've never had to stand before. And now they're up against a wall, or they're up against an entire community, or they're up against an entire nation, or they're up against an entire people group. Uh, and their knees are weak because they've never stood for the small things. They've never made a decision. And we all have a voice, right? God has given you a voice, whether it's a physical voice, whether it's social media, whether it's you're getting up with a microphone and preaching, or whether you're influential around your community, whether you're not influential around your community, you have a voice. And I believe that voice was given to you for a purpose. And you have to take that purpose and you have to shout it out to the world to hear, because your voice means something. If it doesn't mean to anything to anybody else, should mean something to you. Like, your belief in yourself should mean something to you. And when you believe in yourself, nothing can stop you. Like, naysayers will come. People will ridicule. People will look to you to fail, and they'll look forward to you to falling. But if you have a voice, and you believe it, right? And you let that voice come out, and you have passion and you have purpose and you speak that thing out, no one can stop you. The only person that needs to believe in you is you. You don't need anybody else. It's great when somebody else believes in you. It's awesome when you go up to somebody and say, "Hey, I have an idea," and they say, "Oh, this is the greatest thing I've ever heard. We need to do this." And all of a sudden you have money and you have backing and you have this. That's comfortable. But what happens when you have that same idea, you believe in it with everything in your heart, and you go to that person and he says, "I don't see it. I'm sorry, I can't get behind you on this. I don't think it's going to work." Do you lay down your dreams? Do you lay down your passion? Do you lay down your purpose? Or do you keep going? That's grit, right? That's grit. And and like I said, you're going to have to make the decision. You're going to have to say the things that some people don't want to hear. Well, forget them. Forget them. Stand, right? Make your voice be heard. If you believe something is truth, and it's against the everyone else's opinion, yeah, it might even be against mine. But you have a right to your voice. You have a right to your truth. Stand firm. But pick your battles. Like I said in the beginning, pick your battles, man. Man, look. There's so much stuff going on. Pick your battles. Pick your battles and stand for something true, right? Don't jump from this bandwagon to that bandwagon to this bandwagon to this bandwagon. Find your truth. Find what you believe in. Don't try to fit in everyone else's agenda. Don't try to fit what you think in somebody else's box. Don't try to be like everybody else. Be different. Be unique. You know, uh, be you know. It's like, when you think about it, it's like snow, right? Snow is snow. It comes down. It's white. It sits on the ground. It's cold. The makeup of it, the chemistry makeup of snow is the same. It's H2O, right? It's two hydrogens, one oxygen. It crystallizes in the atmosphere, and then it comes down, right? It's still snow. The chemical makeup is exactly the same. But I know you've heard this before, but it says that every snowflake is uniquely different. You know what? You're uniquely different than me, and you're uniquely different than the person that's listening with you right now. So if you're uniquely different, why are we trying to all be the same? Why are we all trying to say the same thing? Why are we all trying to be like that other person, right? Make your dreams, make your purpose, make your passion your own, and be the voice for yourself. Be your own champion. Be your own cheerleader. Uh, it's great to have cheerleaders. I'm here, right? Like, hey, keep going. Go after your dreams. Go, 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 go. Keep running, keep running, keep running, keep running. Go after your visions. Don't quit. I'm gonna leave you with this. Uh, Romans 12:2 says, "Do not be transformed." No, it says, "Do not conform to the patterns of this world any longer, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind and the renewing of your spirit." And then it says, then you'll be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. So think about that. I know every one of us here have purpose. Now, whether you've kind of taken your passion and your purpose and you've kind of like put it to the side for everybody else, maybe it didn't fit everybody's agenda, so you just pushed it down and put it away. But everybody has it. It's there. It's yours. It says the renewing of your mind, be transformed by the renewing of your mind, then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. God has a plan for you, and he has a purpose for you. And if we quit conforming to the world, what's conforming mean? Bending who we are to be like somebody else, trying to fit in their box, trying to fit in their agenda, trying to find our place in somebody else's world. They say, oh, this is my world, you have to fit in it. No, man, say, hey, this is my world. This is my life. And it says be transformed by the renewing of your mind. It doesn't say a collective mind. It doesn't say be transformed by the renewing of the church or the body. It says your mind. Renew your mind. Let God put a plan in your head. Let God put purpose and vision in your head, and let him renew the vision that you've lost. Let him transform the vision that all of a sudden got screwed up, and let him renew it, let him transform it. And then all of a sudden he says, and then his good and pleasing will, right? And then all of a sudden, if you can get to that, to where you're living out your purpose and you're living out your passion, it won't matter what anybody else thinks, because you'll be doing what God has called you to do, and you'll be doing what you were built for, and you what you were born for. And all those talents that God has given you that maybe you've kind of hidden in the sand will start to come out again, and you'll get to use them. So that's it. I have to get to work. I have church in a few hours. But live with passion, live with purpose, have a voice, and don't try to fit in anybody's box. Create your own life, create your own destiny, right? Okay, so I'm Jared. Uh, I don't know. I'm gonna try to post every day. I'll probably won't, and I'll probably let some of you down and everything else. But I appreciate a like and a follow, and you can check me out on YouTube and Facebook, the Fat Pastor on Instagram, all that good stuff. And I will talk to you guys later. Peace.